Rise and shine, you guys. All right. It's currently 11:11 on the clock, so that's a lucky time to start. I hope this is a great reading for us here. It's looking like planetary hour of the moon. All right, for the next like 40 or so minutes. And we are, let's check it out. With the moon in Virgo. All right. It's looking like we ingressed into the moon in Virgo at 9:40 a.m. All right, so we're at 46 minutes and 39 seconds of the moon in Virgo. So lots of order. All right, health of significance right now. All right, cleanliness, organization, efficiency. I mean, you name it. Welcome in, you guys. Rise and shine. We're at officially 19 degrees of Aries right now, 19 degrees in 1 minute. Let's take a look at the Sabian symbol. The magic carpet. So rising above ordinary perception, relaxing the mind, supporting a creative, positive, and visionary way of seeing things. Let's take a look at Virgo's moon at the first degree. All right, so from Aries to Virgo, obviously we're looking at like a quincunx energy. All right, starting off this Virgo moon. And the first degree of Virgo speaks about a man's head. Learning, learning what is significant. What is significant? All right, it says the way in which we are unique can best be understood by grasping the significance of exactly where we are and why. Rise and shine. Divine Hazel, chosen divine. Thank you. Welcome in. Oh my goodness. Chamomile tea this morning. It tastes really good. All right, you guys. So I want to say it was yesterday or the night before we had the 25 degree of Venus in Pisces. We had Saturn in Pisces at the 25th degree. Uranus was in Pisces at the 25th degree. And I believe we had Mercury there as well. Okay. Welcome in. So today we're about what? I want to say about 10 days away from Mars ingressing into Leo. I keep thinking about that transit. I don't know why, but we're officially 10 days away from that transit. We have upcoming this weekend the full moon in Libra. Venus is going direct. Mercury is now direct. All right, and we already experienced that first quarter moon in Cancer. All right, so this upcoming weekend into early next week, we're going to start seeing a lot of transitions. All right, starting off with the full moon in Libra and Venus going direct in the sign of Pisces. Obviously, those two energies are going to be at a quincunx. Juno is actually going to retrograde back into the sign of Scorpio. All right, and where it's been in Sagittarius for about a month. Mercury will enter Aries on the 16th. All right, we will then see Jupiter in Gemini at a sesquiquadrate over to Pluto in Aquarius. Mars entering Leo on the 18th. On the 19th, we have the Sun entering Taurus, and then we'll see that last quarter moon in Aquarius by the 20th. It's a big deal. A lot of things are shifting here. All right, within the next couple days. All right, so you'll feel the biggest transition. I believe we talked about today's energy being like a shitload of quincunxes. So we do have Venus in a sextile over to Uranus and Taurus. The moon squared over to Uranus and Taurus. All right, and then we've got quincunxes to Venus in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces, a semi-sextile to Mars in Cancer. All right, we've got This quincunx over as well to Mercury in Pisces. That's direct now. The North Node in Pisces, as well as Neptune in Aries, and then the one over to Pluto in Aquarius. Wow, big deal. Okay, big deal. So that's what I'm seeing right now. All right, it's pretty much this moon energy with Virgo over to Aries, and where we're at the first degree with Neptune as well. Interesting. All right, so let's move on. Give me 1 second, you guys. Let me pull all this stuff up. I was planning on getting like the all signs done this month, with the transits and all the transitions that are happening, but of course all my shit is like fucked up, so we're working on it. Welcome in. I see like a shitload of new people in here, a lot of new people in here. All right, today is my son and his daughter's birthday. Oh wow. Well, happy birthday. Nakia Edgerton, nice. Welcome in. How many Big Macs can you scarf down? A shitload. For who, what? For who will see my comment? The person who succeeded and the person who failed many times. Don't give up. Amen. Jazz readings are the bestest of the best of the best of the best. All right. So, wisdom of the owls this morning. I have a fly in my room. I'm pissed off about it, but I'm going to get it out of here later. I'm going to try my best at least. I'm going to try my best. All right. Let's see what's going on. It's beautiful outside. A lot of movement today. That's what I'm seeing. Lots of movement. I'm hearing ignore the gossip. Like if you chose something and there's gossip, just ignore it. I'm also feeling there's something here about a mother figure. Could be a air sign mother figure. All right. And there's a masculine here specifically as well, an emperor, specifically an Aries coming through on the reading. I feel like someone's either leaving home, traveling somewhere. All right. Emotionally withdrawing from a situation. Something about it. Somebody's getting married as well. Or someone is leaving their marriage. Uh-oh. Interesting. Someone is leaving their marriage. This could be the gossip. This could be like someone wanting to communicate to you about it. I see two knights here. They're messengers. But there's like a very fast moving energy, which I feel was the gossip. And there's a lot of slow moving energy. I feel like this is going to be whether this is true or not. All right, whatever. I don't know. There's a feminine energy here. All right. An air sign feminine energy. And then there's the emperor. So I'm getting like a masculine Aries. All right. Somebody standing ground on like an ending here. All right. There could be two masculines, pretty much, that someone could be needing to decide in between two people here who they want to love. I'm seeing the Ace of Cups. All right, this could be this energy of like being connected to the heart space as well as to the mind space, and whether, you know, this gossip is worth even listening to, because honestly, it just kind of feels like, you know, ignore the gossip. With whatever you chose to do here with the Two of Wands, it could be like however you're planning to move forward in the future, whatever that may be. Someone will move forward single. I got the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Swords with Justice. I feel like this is what's going, you know, it's fair is how I'm hearing it. Like this allows this person to feel more so balanced. I got a lot of masculine energy coming out. I just saw the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I got the King of Cups out here and the King of Swords with the Emperor. All right. And now Justice is coming in for the Queen of Cups. So if, let's just say, a couple is choosing to depart. All right. Like, you know, separate. And I'm feeling like it's going to be emotionally and or mentally. It kind of feels like the emotional withdrawal happens first. The gossip is happening in between this person's choice to be able to be free and move forward, if that makes sense. All right, I have this couple here and I have this couple here. All right, but what I'm seeing is in between the heart space and the mind space, there is some sort of love there. All right, but in between the decision to depart, in between this air sign mother figure and the father figure, I'm getting, it's like take the loss and just kind of like withdraw from the situation. It could be in a marriage, okay? I'm seeing Hierophant energy here. And again, here's the gossip about it. So I feel like there's a shitload of people involved in someone's like happiness or choosing to move forward, to be honest with you. That's what I mean, there's a lot of fucking people here. A lot. There's messengers, there's, you know, couples. The masculine energy is closer to the one that is emotionally withdrawn from, you know, a traditional marriage or commitment or whatever this is. All right. But whatever, whoever chooses to move forward independently, that's the person that feels more so balanced. And I have the Queen of Cups that's directly next to that. So the emotional state in connection to the relationships, I feel like the feminine may have tried to stick with the masculine at some point. There is like the need to try to move forward. Okay. So let's see. Now I have the King of Pentacles with the Hangman energy here with the Fool card. I feel like somebody's down for actually like moving forward as well, to be honest. It feels like a very stable decision to make. Like there was a need to gain perspective about why something needed to change and taking a risk in order to do that. It's because something feels like there is nothing to be repaired. Ten of Swords. Like you feel backstabbed. You don't feel, you know, I want to say valued in a way. Because if the King of Pentacles has to take a step back, that person doesn't feel valued. And the King of Pentacles is like, you know, very giving, very loving, very, you know, protective energy. Like, yeah, somebody's like, again, stuck up all up in the head. And that's what could be coming out right now. Okay. Where it's like, if this person just feels like they're trapped in fear, then just rather go for your happiness. Take the risk and just choose the loss and walk away. It'll be better off. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Brenda, Divine Hazel. Thank you guys for being here. All right. So I'm seeing like the Chariot is here with the Nine of Wands and the Five of Pentacles with the Hermit. I feel like there's a lot of like soul searching happening, all right, within someone's value, why this person keeps fighting, you know what I mean? That type of thing. That's what I'm feeling. The Page of Swords and the King of Wands. It just kind of feels like the spying in energy could be where it's like, are you ready for this decision? Are you ready to quickly move forward? Like this would mean you have to kind of step up to the plate and move forward. taking action. All right. And the Star card. And it feels like, yes, this person's ready. Very, like, patient with themselves. Very focused on healing. Okay. Yeah. Like, there's a need to find love. All right, lovers. So I'm seeing Gemini and Sagittarius in opposition, and then Aquarius is energy there as well. All right. So all of these quincunx energies are going to bring lots of discord in connection to the transits that they're happening with. Meaning, I mean, mostly a lot of the planets in Piscean energy. Most of them. So Saturn, there's Mercury, there's, you know, the North Node, there's Venus. And then Neptune being in the sign of Aries, once again, it kind of feels like where it's like, you know, is this reality or is this just my imagination? Right? So. Strength is needed right now in order to move forward. All right. To change one's destiny. This fucking fly is going to piss me off. I hate it. I hate it. I need to get one of those like little sticky things that hang from the ceiling. When they get in here, they can just kind of fly and get stuck. Something about flies today, I don't fucking know. Alright. This is interesting. I feel like there's a big decision coming up, and it's like Two of Swords is the moon in Libra that's happening on the 12th. I feel like final decision will take place. Alright, whether someone wants to work it out or just kind of move forward. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. Welcome in, you guys. All right, what's the juicy stuff? Let's get into it. Divine Hazel. Fly energy is not good. Disgusting, actually. Who says hi? Barbara. Hey there. I believe in my tea leaf deck, the fly card means that there's some sort of like is it depression? Like illness or depression type of energy today, maybe? I don't know. All right, but it could be that, like, feeling ill or not just, like, with the energy. Like, I feel down today, to be honest. I feel down. For those that are doing soul searching, that could be a heavy focus. There's a big deal about those that are moving forward, again, independently, single. Like, the wish fulfillment is to come in with the connection of a soulmate, King of Pentacles, and feel protected and loved and that kind of energy. But again, there's something connected to the past with this Knight of Wands. Could be like player type energy, someone that's very much in and out. Really hard to get them to express their emotions. All right, because they're kind of like back and forth with it with the Two of Pentacles. Queen of Cups energy. And the High Priestess. I feel like your intuition would tell you what this is. Justice and the Nine of Swords. There's something here about, like, the need to get past fear with this whole process. That's what it is. I feel like if you're doing the soul searching, having to do with the connection of a marriage and where one chooses to separate, you have to go after the wish fulfillment. So becoming, like, feeling protected in a relationship in connection to a soulmate, there's somebody from the past that's, like, very in and out. And it's, like, Is this, you know, what's this person's intention? Is it to love you or is it to play around? Because they're going back and forth. Okay. Somebody else is looking for new. Welcome in, Maria. Hugs to you back. Big, big hugs. 10 of Cups. All right. So if someone's searching for like new love, I think that's where you're going to find happiness. All right. Wow. All right. So I'm looking again at the first degree of Virgo, and it's saying the way in which we are unique can be best understood by grasping the significance exactly where we are and why. So why are you where you are in this reading? Whether you're choosing to separate or if you're choosing to go for new love. All right. Or if you're allowing somebody to come back from the past and be in and out, it's kind of like, what's significant in that connection? Weird. All right. So it has to do with, like, I feel like a deep soul searching energy is here because of the Hermit. And it says, in the process of personal evolution, it is true that we must begin by making a claim upon life according to how we feel to be different from others. Yet it is no less true to give to that uniqueness the perspective of context by being able to see where we fit in the larger picture and grasping comprehension of the overarching form that characterizes the present moment. We need to learn how to serve the greater purpose of our species by identifying what is and what is not appropriate. So what is appropriate in this, you know, significant relationship overall? Because I feel like that's what this is. If you're looking for love, it starts with you. It starts with the soul searching and what you choose to deal with. So if you're separating from something that you were committed to, it's obviously because you want a sense of happiness. You need to feel grounded. You need to feel connected in love to a soulmate connection, not someone that's a player type that keeps coming in and out. This person doesn't know how to adapt, all right, to what it is that you need in love, possibly. And then there's this force of you needing to go search for new love so you can become happy. It's like the 9 to the 10 of Cups here. All right. Crazy. I don't know. So, I mean, in this picture, it says a man's head. I mean, we just did the first spread. All of the damn kings came out and the emperor. Okay. So this could be like the person's character of their masculine side. All right. About someone's character. It says ever-present self-assurance expresses an effective fullness of character. All right. So I'm guessing the way that you present yourself out, you know what I mean? As one that has gone through like an introspective type of phase. Yeah. Like there's a need to take a step back in a relationship and manifest what you desire so that you can ascend to the highest self. All right. The highest version of yourself. Magician, Judgment, and the Fool card. That's interesting. Because that's the only way that you're going to be able to express love to someone else. Yeah, you have to be healed. 4 of Swords. All right. I'm going to go pull tea leaf real quick and we'll get into it and find out what this is all about. Because Jesus. Mary and Joseph. 1 second. All right. Who else is here? They going off in the chat. Brenda said, not the fuck today. Divine Hazel said, not the fuck today. Okay. Ooh. Well, dang. Wealth. Indecisive about how you're going to get wealth. All right. Allowing your life to ramble aimlessly, possibly. Well, fair woman is here. Time to act is here with the lion. I just heard somebody's lying. Money path is waiting for you to find it. Oh. Short journey. You know, it was just going through my head. Because the more that I keep, like, getting these messages about people needing to, like, go after paths to find money, the more that you go and, like, apply for jobs and apply for jobs and apply for jobs, and it's like nothing comes through. It's like you might want to just fucking give up because you feel like that's not for you. That's how I fucking got. Like, I was looking for a job for at least, like, a whole 3 weeks. I was getting pissed off. I have so many applications, and I haven't even heard back from not one. Crazy, right? So I said, well, if I'm meant to do this, then this is what I'm doing, right? It's just been an up and down kind of roller coaster, you guys, with this journey of wealth. All right. And I think it's because Venus is still in retrograde. Yeah. No other messages? Guess not. Very simple. Oh, okay. Okay. A sincere wish will be granted, it says. And we have news of a birth or a new business opportunity. All right. And we got candle here, so you'll be shown the way. All right. So you could be waiting for some sort of news package in or a letter to come in. That's interesting because I'm waiting for a package today. All right. Let's see what's going on here in connection to wealth. Yeah, there's news coming in. I feel like you guys are so crooked here. Hold on a second. There we go. Yeah, there's news coming in. 8 of Wands. Somebody's going to send you a message, or you'll get something in the mail. Check out your emails, things like that. All right. King of Cups. It could be coming from a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. A fair woman. Possibly coming in and sending you a message about something being completed or ended with the Death card here. All right, the 8 of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Death card. I'm getting like a message coming from a Scorpio. All right, to the Star. I don't know. All right, it's giving like Aquarius and Scorpio energy here in majors. All right, so an important message coming through about either something ending, all right, or something being healed, all right, in order to be able to move forward in connection to someone's wealth. Fair woman. I feel like something, either if there's a decision that has to be made with something, moving forward. Strength card, 3 of Pentacles. There could be a message of like, hey, are you willing to still move forward with this or not? All right, something about that. Because there's a need to like collaborate, or someone needs to collaborate in order for something to move forward. Yeah, the Chariot. All right, the Magician here. Let's see what's time to act. All right, a path with money that's waiting for you to find it on this short journey with the Horse. That's interesting. Page of Swords. Something that you've been waiting for, okay? Like a message is going to come through. I'm getting Page of Swords, Page of Wands with the 4 of Swords. 10 of Swords, like a very difficult cycle is getting ready to end. All right, in connection to money paths, let me get one on that. The Knight of Wands, things will start accelerating a lot faster. All right, so a sincere wish is going to be granted in connection to a business opportunity, and then it says you'll be shown the way. The King of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Fool card, And the Seven of Cups. I feel like whatever is coming through is going to give you a bunch of different options, and where you can kind of like take a leap of faith and see what will be the best thing to move forward with. The King of Swords would require for you to be like highly concentrated with something. What is that? The Empress energy. All right, it could be like, I don't know, something involving, I'm feeling Venus, right? Like Venus is getting ready to go direct. So Venus is beauty, creativity. It is in connection to your resources, finances. It could be the motherly figure if you're like an at-home mom, that type of thing. All right, let's see. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this is something that you can do independently. I don't feel like you need to be attached to anybody in order to do this type of business. Like the sincere wish is going to be granted to you. The Sun. Yeah. Judgment. I feel like you're ready for the next step with something here. All right, you've had your awakening. You've had an epiphany about what needed to be seen, what needed to be changed. All right, what needed to be transformed in your energy overall so that you can move forward. I have all fixed signs here in majors. The Death card, the Star card, the Empress, and the Sun. Okay. So I'm feeling like last quarter moon Aquarius. That's going to start off the fixed moon cycle. And that's happening, I believe, on the 20th. Yes. At the first degree of Aquarius. So 1 degree in 13 minutes. We're going to look at the second degree of Aquarius's energy. I think we spoke about this. I want to say it was like a couple weeks back, like 2 weeks back. And what the second Sabian symbol spoke about for Aquarius's energy, meant to bring in something in connection to balance. Okay, but the Sabian symbol is an unexpected thunderstorm. It says all life is ephemeral. Even though we want to cement our lives into secure structures, nature always wins in the end. So submission to unforeseen and uncontrollable forces. So things will switch up real quick. All right. It says nature is a constant existential challenge to the works of people, fire, floods, and winds that tear down our strongest buildings in moments, and time itself erodes everything eventually. By this fact, we are reminded not only how small and insignificant we are, and how magnificent in any creation that stands against nature for a while, yet also we remember the need to develop inwardly the strength to be able to cope with it all. So whatever is happening here and whatever's transforming, it's like wait on the message, things will change, and you'll be heading into a better direction. All right. Temperance, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Lovers. All right, there's something that has to be dealt with first, and I feel like it has a lot to do with the love part. That's why that came out first in the reading, and now I'm seeing it as in connection to your wealth. Okay. So if you tried to move forward in a connection that was no longer serving you, and you're trying to start up or do something on your own that requires for you to be independent, it possibly had a hold on your emotional state or your mental state in order for you to be able to do this. You know what I mean? So if you're in a much happier place and you're able to move forward in connection to what's the best decision for you in your love life or however you're moving forward, there's a lot of things going on with like legal cases. I keep seeing like the fair woman, judgment. I'm seeing like justice card. All right, that keeps coming out in every spread. So there's a need to have like an awakening to be able to get past some sort of issue to be able to move on to the next phase. All right. Okay, let's see. Eight of Pentacles, Four of Wands. I feel like you're fully committed to work right now. And I feel like you are going to be celebrated very soon with the Three of Cups. The Hierophant here with the Justice and the Two of Wands. Yeah. You're going to be moving forward with this. All right. And you're going to be committed in marriage to what you do for work. Yeah. There could be like you currently right now working on your skills with the Page of Pentacles. All right. And trying to achieve whatever is the next thing, you know, pertaining to your goals, whatever that is. All right. And part of your manifestation and how you're going to move forward. The Magician, the Chariot, the Two of Swords, the High Priestess in the world. With the Wheel of Fortune. So something immediately will start changing. Something immediate. And I'm trying to tell you it's going to happen with the transits this week. Yeah. Because I'm seeing Mercurian energy. now direct in Pisces. Mars heading out of Cancer. Full moon in Libra. All the transits that are happening currently in Piscean energy. All right. This could also be like, we can say like the High Priestess would be like a Neptunian energy, which is now in Aries as well. And the World card. All right. So things that are coming to a completion heavily with specific cycles is going to change everything with fortune. And the energy will shift. Mars and Leo being significant with the Seven of Wands. Like stand ground on what you already have started. All right. And if it feels burdening, let that go. You'll be reciprocated with what was due there. And then you'll be able to move forward. All right. Find out the truth and clarity about where you want to go next. Well, damn. Pretty straightforward there. In connection. That felt like career and finance. Okay. All right. So if things were a little stagnant, then obviously you're going to see some changes happening there. And again, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. All fixed signs. All fixed signs. Wheel of Fortune, the World card, Piscean energy is out here as well. Cancer, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Aries, Pluto's energy, and Aquarius. We spoke about it. Libra, Gemini, heavy Taurus, lots of Taurus. Big deal. Lots and lots of Taurus. All right, so I feel like we're getting ready for Taurus season, and it's happening. All right, when is it? April 19th. So today we are on the 8th. It's like right around the corner. Okay. So things are about to be stabilized, is what I feel. That's what's meant to happen when fixed moon cycles are happening. All right, to stabilize situations. And again, fixed energy just requires for you to remain just as determined as you were when you started with a situation. Okay? Just remain determined. All right, let's get on the other side of the deck, you guys. Again, on the bottom of that one, we had waiting for news, package, and or a letter. All right. So whatever the message that's coming in is going to shift something here for you. Financial gain usually coming from something that you did in the past in connection to your psychic abilities. Trust your intuition. You know what this is. All right, karma, you reap what you have sown. 1 second. There it is. Pisces at the 27th degree, a harvest moon. We reap what we sow. It says this aphorism is often forgotten until it is too late. All right, sorry about that. It says here, we reap what we sow. The aphorism is often forgotten until it is too late, yet everything we do or do not do, say or do not say, adds up to our destiny. See your life as the fulfillment of desire. Most of us learned in childhood the cocky phrase, you reap what you sow, often said to point out whatever occurred was our fault. Another version, what goes around comes around, indicates the same idea. Today we harvest what we invested before, not only in sowing, but in cultivating. This understanding makes blame obsolete. No one has done this to us. We have complete responsibility for it all. To live in our lives entirely with this as our guiding principle shows an extraordinary level of attainment and accelerates our path to realization more than anything else because it goes hand in glove with being truthful. So whatever you have done, you reap what you have sown. Okay. So financial gain usually coming from something that you did in the past in connection to your psychic abilities is where you're going to reap what you have sown. And I'm feeling like, again, full moon in Libra energy there. Because it's speaking about, obviously, like, the moon cycle. Okay. So it says we celebrate our blessings through gratitude by taking today's fruits today, not waiting for them. Okay. I'm seeing 11:52 on the Flakadalaka. I'm seeing like justice energy with Hierophant and High Priestess energy there on the clock. Interesting. Period of frustrations and lessons to be learned with the funnel. The hammock is there, needing to take a vacation physically and or mentally as well. Take a break if you need to, like just get some rest. All right, September could be of significance, and that's going to be that full moon in Libra. Yeah. Let's get 3 more. You need to defend yourself here. Wow. Spiritual development, the need to work and achieve success, and lots of good fortune there as well. Honor and respect will come to you. I'm just curious what's under this waiting for news packaging or a letter. Something that was part of like an accusation with the frying pan. Interesting. Welcome in, you guys. The humbled king. You are so beautiful, girl. Bye. Thank you. Brenda. Hey, Lou. Hey, Dee. Hey, Aesthetic. Yes, everybody please hit the like button. Thank you, guys. All right. Let's see what it's all about. Wow, the time is going like so slow. I feel like I'm moving. Well, no. Because if I'm moving too fast, I probably would have been like through 5 readings already. All right, let's see. You guys know those little, I forget what they're called. Those little plants that they have, like, go make a wish. And you go, and they, like, kind of, like, burst into. I just seen a shitload of that. So I don't know. Somebody's wish is about to come true. I just saw, like, one of those pieces, like, flying in the air. So, something about that. All right, let's see. What's going on with the psychic abilities over here and where you're about to get some sort of financial gain for whatever you've done in the past. All right, the Page of Cups definitely connected to psychic abilities. It could be like heightened intuition, something about messages. Yeah, the moon. All right. You may have revealed things that needed to be seen. Wow. What was that? It was like a bird flying, but it had a long ass stick in its mouth. It was so weird. I've never seen that before. It was like a huge stick in the mouth of the bird, and it was just flying with it. That's a message in itself. What the hell? That's exactly what it looked like. Look at this is what I'm looking at. Like if the bird was flying with a damn stick. All right, so the Star card and the 5 of Cups is what's falling out. I don't know. There seems to be some sort of grievance here. All right, in connection to someone's healing. What's the grievance all about? That flew out on the floor for a reason. What is it? Something about the need to let that go? I don't know, because the shit said to the floor. Yeah, I feel like it's because there's something passionate and new is about to step in. All right. So whatever rewards are coming your way, it feels like the financial gain could be, you know, through your intuition. All right. Like through your psychic abilities. Like you might be heightened with something this week. All right. But there's a sense of like regret, mourning, sorrow, something. What's that all about? The 10 of Cups. The family. And commitment and marriage and love and stuff like that. Like, So if someone is like really like focused on heightened, you know, if you're like, let's just say you're an intuitive reader, or you do something healing, right, for work, and where you're supposed to be receiving financial gain, it's kind of like trusting your intuition that you're going to get what you receive. But then there's a heavy focus here of like feeling regretful about family or relationship stuff. I feel like that's just part of, you know what I mean, your decision to be able to separate and move forward and focus solely on one thing or the other. Can't do both at the same time. Fire hydrants could be of significance. The city is opening up all the fire hydrants coming down this way and letting the water run. Energy being cleansed, all right, through water. If you have to cry, let that shit out. Okay? Let that shit out. Anyway, period of frustration, taking a vacation in connection to September. All right, so Virgo Libra energy. There could have been a frustration in between this full moon in Virgo, which was the eclipse, to this full moon in Libra, which is now upcoming this week. Were you on vacation? Queen of Cups, from utilizing your intuition, because that's where it started. All right, were you, I don't know. The Emperor's coming out with this Knight of Wands here, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Six of Swords, and the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. Again, there's something about like strong messages coming through here, and where it's like fatedly changed someone in the direction of moving on, like moving along, moving into calmer shores here. Like no longer wanting to feel some sort of frustration. So again, if this is where you have to defend yourself in the way that you've chose to move forward and spiritually developing and focusing on work and your success, then that's where you reap the fruits of your labor. Good fortune comes out here with the beetle. Honor and respect comes to you. All right. I mean, I did say I saw 11:52 on the clock, right? That would be like Justice. High Priestess was just on the bottom of the deck. I'm looking at the Hierophant up top next to the Lovers. This was part of your decision. So kind of like you get what you have sown, right? You're reciprocated with whatever type of work you put in connection to your skills. Page of Pentacles. All right, the development that you, yeah. See what I'm saying? It goes from the Page to the Queen of Pentacles. You have matured in a way. Okay? Like it's time for you to receive for that. Or if you needed something in connection to like guidance, it was provided to you so that you can continue moving forward successfully. Queen of Wands. The Sun. Yeah. Eight of Swords. Strength card. Being able to get past this Eight of Swords transit is a big deal. It keeps coming out in every reading. All right. So if it's rather not being able to open your eyes to the reality of a situation, feeling trapped and stuck, or feeling tied down to something, wanting to expand the mind but not knowing exactly where you're going to gain clarity about something. All right. This has been a big deal in the past couple of these transits, this Jupiter and Gemini overall. I want to go back to where we had the sextile to the Sun. All right, and that was on the 6th. And then we saw, where was it last week? Oh, it was on that same day. So as we saw the sextile to the Sun on the 6th, we also saw that same day the moon in Leo. Sorry, no. Yeah, the moon in Leo would assess a semi-square over to Jupiter and Gemini. Okay? So it's almost like a slight tension working with some sort of harmony. All right? And it's all in connection to this mental thing. like needing mental strength is what I feel. Cautiously moving forward, where you're manifesting, heavily focused on healing, completing cycles, seeing past illusions, and checking out what your other options are and choosing to transform the energy in order to collaborate, all right? And strategize pretty much to have some sort of new beginning here. So maybe this is what it is and why you're being honored and respected, okay? It's like you chose to move forward in a very appropriate way where you defended yourself by using your spiritual gifts in order to continue developing and focusing on work. All right, so you could have other people wanting to come in and collaborate with you. It could be that, you know, you have reaped what you've sown. All right. It kind of gives a sense of uplifting power emotionally. All right. And whatever is destined to come in and what's fated to come in due to the choices you've made, you could be on the right path here. It feels positive. I don't see anything negative about it. I got the sun and the moon out here, very balanced. All right. We did see High Priestess, Hierophant energy, Lovers is here, Wheel of Fortune's here. All right. Star card is here, so sense of healing is here overall. Three of Pentacles. All right. So I feel like again there is a sense of feeling like you've accomplished and or achieved something here. Yeah, like a celebration. I'm seeing Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Okay. I love this energy. It's so cute. It's so cute. You don't want the bullshit no more. Five of Wands in the Tower. It's like that's all crumbling down and you're gaining clarity here. And again, it's I feel like it's a phase of solitude, of independence. I feel like moving like in your own energy, not needing to be attached or needing someone else's energy. You know what I mean? Because there is a period of separation. Maybe that's what you needed to kind of like get past something here. All right. 5217. I just saw there's that Hierophant High Priestess, but this time it's with the star energy instead of justice. So again, a heavy sense of healing. All right, I'm taking it to Angel Tarot. Let's see. I just got the goosebumps. And I just heard someone spying in. The fuck? I literally just got the goosebumps. Weird. Brenda be cracking me up. She be straight putting that evil eye. Don't be fucking looking at Jazz like that. She coming through the phone immediately. That's so funny. Nest building, building a home, looking for people and my tribe, my home. You gotta build it. Yes, we're about to start building homes and shit. There's an inspection going on. Let's just say that. All right. Introspection is how I just heard it. Inspection, introspection, in connection to water energy. Because this, I'm telling you, the city is working on all the fire hydrants coming down the street, running the water. All right. That looks like a pretty damn easy job, dude. Let me get that job. I'll go open a pump. Back in the day, you guys, that was like the best thing. If you were like from the hood, you would go open up the pump and take your car and do like a car wash real quick. So you didn't have to go pay for one. That was like where everybody in the neighborhood would get together and like throw a block party, turn the fire hydrant on, fill up the like baby pools and just kind of hang out. You said there's a cleanse before the build. I like it. Ooh, you should see the water coming out of that thing. It's brown. Ew. Wow. Oh yeah, there's a need to heavily run water. All right, you guys, we got 10 of Pentacles here. So the honorable God. So it says you will be honored and respected. All right, so inner and outer work helps one keep their job and protects against disasters. Interesting. All right, so you get to keep your job. You have reaped what you have sown, okay? And you get to keep moving forward here. Whoa. The Death card. All right, God, the end of the universe. So endings and rebirth influences health and longevity. So whatever did end, it was so that you can have a brand new beginning. I'm seeing a black cat run really, really, really fast. Like it's being chased by something. Wow. Somebody got scared away. I mean, it was hauling ass. Okay. The Six of Cups here. All right, so the God who stirs all men. So motivation lifts up those who are fallen and or humiliated. Interesting. And then we've got the Page of Cups. So divine comfort gives consolation and protection from one's enemies. Interesting. Interesting. Ten of Pentacles. The honorable God. It says this angel helps you keep your employment and maintain your means of livelihood, serves against disasters, and delivers prisoners. Manadel gives light to distant people who have received no news for a long time and will bring exiles back to their native land and uncover lost and or stolen belongings. So you're getting a message. Whatever was taken from you, you're receiving it back. Soul guardian for those born from 11:40 a.m. to 12 p.m. Moral guardian for those born on the 24th of April, Taurus energy. 5th of July, Cancer. 15th of September, Virgo. 26th of November, Sagittarius, and or the 6th of February, Aquarius. Physical guardian for those born from the 11th through the 15th of September. Heavy Virgo energy there. The Ten of Pentacles in Tarot is Mercury in Virgo. And I think we spoke about that transit coming up in September. I think it was the 2nd of September, if I'm not mistaken. 1 second. Yes, Mercury enters Virgo on September 2nd. Okay? Yeah, that's what I got. All right, the Death card is here as well. Let's take a look. It says